Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Hi, Tamara. Welcome in. Hi. We don't know who Check Your Pockets Douglas is, but Tamara does. And I thought maybe she'd tell me, hey, Rebecca, welcome in. Touched by Yarn, my friend, just a board full of friends. How is everybody? Man, I don't know about y'all, but it seems like every time I turn around, it just gets busier and busier and busier. And today is no exception. We had a funeral for a family member, well, a visitation for a family member. It's an extended family member, Deanna's sister's in law, mother in law. Hey, Duncan family, Greg, welcome in. Glad you are in here. Greg, I did it. And I'll tell you what it was here in a little bit. You not know yet, LOL. You're not know yet, LOL. I don't know who Check Your Pockets Douglas is. Um, y'all, I have been very derelict in my YouTube. Hey, Lori, good evening, my friend. Especially in my going live. Ed Kirkpatrick, hello, Ed. You are in Oklahoma, I'm assuming, because it says hello. Uh, from Oklahoma, not Duncan, Oklahoma. That is very cool. Glad you are here. It is a hot day, like 95 outside. Who else we got in here? Lori Duncan, Tamara, Douglas, somebody. I don't know who it is yet. Maybe I will learn. Maybe I will learn. I did put the invitation link up there at Delighted Acres. Hey, John, welcome in, my friend. Jack, I do know who that is, and he's okay. Text me, Rebecca, so I can know. I won't tell nobody. John, glad you're in here, Delighted Acres. Wow, I've got a lot going on. Drinking my special drink, y'all. Goat kefir. That means goat milk kefir. I don't know if y'all ever had kefir. Robbie, how are you? Good to see you. Back to, hey, Kelly, welcome in. The important part of Delighted Acres. Glad you are in here. Back to what I was saying, being derelict with YouTube. Smiley Matthews, how are you, my friend? The girl with the extended phone call abilities. Just saying. Her and Dina were on the phone yesterday for, I believe, over 5.5 hours. But they're good friends, so that's cool. They don't live that far apart. Would have been easy just to drive over and have a good personal face-to-face visit, but I'm glad they was able to do that. Why, you ask, was I saying that I was derelict? Well, I have not felt good for what seems like months. I'm finally feeling better, y'all. What did Lori say? Hey, check your pockets. At check your pockets. My pockets are empty. Hey, Joy Bartlett, welcome in. No, Dina. Dina is actually getting ready to go to bed, y'all. We've had a busy day, like I said, but I am finally feeling a lot more like myself and getting better every day. I have more energy the last 2 days than I've had in the last 2 months combined, or since we came back from 10 Killer. At least I have not felt like doing nothing, but I'm doing a lot better now. Just saying, we had a good talk. Yes, you did, Smiley. And I dropped in every now and then, mowed 3 acres of grass, and they were on the phone when I started and on the phone when I finished. So it's good. It's good to have a friend like Smiley for Dina, and it's good for Dina's soul, Smiley. We got your ticket today. I think Dina's already told you for the women's conference. Glad you're continuing to improve. Thank you, John. I definitely am. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't want no more of it, but I have done more than just get better. I've changed a lot about my diet and I have lost weight. Got some good news from the doctor this week. Thank all of y'all for the prayers. I know several of y'all in here already um, have been praying for me, Joy and the likes, and uh, Lori and golly, I can't think of your name, Rebecca. Rebecca, touched by yarn. Uh, Several of y'all have been praying. Robbie keeps in touch and checking up on me. That is very cool. I appreciate that. Greg, I ain't ready to tell you what I did yet, but I did do it, whatever that was. And man, I'm really crunched because of the way I've been feeling. I haven't good night, Deanna. Get some rest. She's seriously right now. She is running water in all of our faucets. I had to treat my water well again, and so we've had it circulating after putting bleach down it for about 3 or 4 hours now while we went to the funeral home. And thank you, Lori. Um, so now we stopped the circulating in the well, and now we're pulling it up into every faucet in the house. It's what I was doing just seconds before I became a YouTube broadcaster again tonight. And Deanna is continuing to pull that up, one faucet by one temperature per room. So cold, then hot, not all at once, not everywhere at once, but that ensures it gets to every line. So I did not, and I have treated my well multiple times. I won't. Thank you, Rebecca. I didn't even have to read the text. It was read in my hearing aids. Now I do know. Thank you. I got the text, Rebecca. Well, I'm not sure what you're trying to spell, but I think you're on the right track, Greg. I did it. I bought a steel zero-turn lawnmower. And I'm going to repair the Kubota. So we'll have 2 lawnmowers around here now. I like that goat kefir, y'all. But good news I got this week at the doctor. My ulcer is healed. That is part of what my life change has been. And part of what's helped me feel better is the way you eat to help heal an ulcer also is the way you eat to help heal your whole rest of your body. From what research I've seen, I believe this to be true, but some of the research and the guy we're following, Dr. Axe. Hey, Andrew, welcome in. Glad you're in here, Mr. Out in Space. Dr. Josh Axe is who we're following. And looky here, we got company, y'all. Let's go. Welcome in my favorite Huckleberry. How are you?
Hey, Jack. How are you?
Man, I'm finally doing good, Robbie. It feels good to be able to say that.
I am so glad to hear that.
So what I was getting to around Dr. Josh, eating Dr. Josh Axe, AXE on YouTube. You can find him. He's got a lot of books out. He's got cajillions of videos about health and you can look up specific things about your health and he can help you with that. Well, he had a little video about how to heal a stomach ulcer. And Monday, I still had an ulcer that was bothering me, and I could tell I still had an ulcer that was bothering me. I started doing his regiment, and if you are what you eat, then I ain't much of nothing. Well, we can tell that, Ed, for sure. I started Monday doing his protocol for a stomach ulcer, and when I got a scope Wednesday, I had some reddening in my stomach lining, but no more ulcer.
Oh, wow.
Y'all, I've had that ulcer for, I want to guess, 30 years, maybe more. I know I've been having problems at least that long, and maybe not all of it was the ulcer, but it all sure seemed to have been. So incredible, incredible. Ed, you're right.
Great.
You are what you eat. I should be a walking Brahms hamburger by now, but no doubt. A little cheese hanging out behind my ear, you know. How is Robbie?
I'm good. I'm good. Trying to stay cool.
Yeah, no doubt. It's like we're supposed to get to 93 here today, and I think we're over 95. I haven't looked lately.
I think we made it to 92. I told them on our live that it is doing great here in Arkansas. It was only 92, felt like 100 today.
Right, exactly. Well, that 92 or our 95 is at least 25 degrees higher than I like, at least.
Yeah, really.
I would prefer not getting above 70, but I live in the wrong part of the country for that.
Yes, you do.
Eat a veggie burger. That is disgusting, Douglas.
Hey, I tell you one thing I like to do. We buy these veggie burgers.
Wait, don't say broccoli.
No, well, they got broccoli in them, I think. But I like to and cook a turkey burger and take those veggie burgers and make them my bun for my turkey burger. Put a little cheese on it, put a little mayo. It's good stuff.
Good gosh, John. That might be all right.
I'd eat it.
Deanna said she'd eat it.
Hi, Deanna.
Hi, y'all. How are you?
Smiley's in here. She said good night, Deanna.
Good night. I'm going to bed to read.
So anyway, Deanna and I both have cleaned up our diet, and we're not on a diet. We're just eating better. And yes, it has included more than I care to admit. Yes, broccoli.
Broccoli.
And it's okay.
Broccoli.
I've been eating, I bet I've eaten 5 pounds of broccoli this week.
Oh, wow. Broccoli's good stuff. I'm sorry. It's good stuff.
I can't say it's growing on me, but it's not repulsive. Depends on how it's processed. That is exactly right. Most veggie burgers are higher in calories than the beef burgers. That's probably right too, John. So Red Dirt. I still hadn't got hooked up with Red Dirt. We talked about it, but I do have some kefir. I'm trying to make my own kefir grains. I see that. We got another chimer in. And I missed the button. There we go. Look who it is. Welcome in, Miss Rebecca, touched by yarn.
Hey, there's Rebecca.
I got to move over a little bit.
How are you, Miss Rebecca?
Doing good.
Doing good.
Do you guys want to see that tin can back there?
Is it wrong, John? You're going to mail me?
No, I'm not going to mail it to you.
You see John's comment? He's wrong.
Oh, what'd John say?
Broccoli is for cornbread.
John, it wasn't.
Cool.
Hey, I like that. That is pretty cool.
Oh,
so got a good friend at church that is just about, he joined late like my son, but he's just about to graduate Air Force basic training, and he's moving to Little Rock, Arkansas.
Arkansas, hey, I know where that is.
He's going to be in Arkansas. That's pretty cool, Rebecca. What's in it?
What's in it is
cookies.
No.
Yarn, of course.
Yeah. Good storage bin.
Good storage bin for.
That looks like some prep for my hat.
That looks like some prep for my hat.
Well, some prep for a hat like mine. Put it that way.
Yes.
Cool.
I already got mine.
Yeah, yours
And
looks good. I've got the green one, but I don't have the green
And
orange.
there's two other people that have that hat too.
Oh,
You
cool.
ain't that special is what she's trying to say.
Hey, mine was the first. Mine was the first.
I'm just picking on you. You pretty special guy to me. I enjoy being around.
Oh man.
Kelly
At least
says
we're
hi,
not
Rebecca.
at least we're not having storms now because I wasn't gonna get online. Mm-mm.
We got storms coming. Maybe not storms. We got a chance of tomorrow. Bob Gray, how are you, my friend? I'll be out in Indiana. Personal friend of my dad and mine. A greasy beef burger with a King's Hawaiian bun or a honey bun with honey buns. Holy moly, Greg!
You talk
Greg.
you talk about veggie burgers. You don't think they're any good? Well, I like my veggie burgers that I make. I make them with pinto beans.
Well, I've had black bean burgers that wasn't too bad.
Well, when you make them
Yeah.
yourself, they're better.
Well, I've never done that. We're eating clean, basically clean eating. It's keto oriented, but basically clean eating, and so processed foods are pretty much off the. Hold on. Thank you. My cousin's going through. She's just clicked. She liked this on Facebook, and since she's one of my, yeah, it came through my hearing aids. That's what I'm trying to say. It was reading through my hearing aids, and I was getting confused. Hippie cow, yay!
Hey,
Welcome
Chris.
in, my friends.
Hi,
Boy,
Chris.
we are getting down. What are we? Just a couple of months away. July, August, September. Well, 3 months away. 90 days ish. Yeah, is that right? Yeah, 90 days ish, and we will be at the Oklahoma Homestead
Rendezvous.
Rendezvous. Excuse me.
Yes, I can't wait.
I was trying not to let that escape with audible noises. Yeah, I'm excited too. I guess I got to get busy and tweak what I taught on last year, and also create a whole new something about earning money with chickens, which I'm looking forward to. That's more up my line than freeze drying is. The freeze drying's a good topic. Good topic. Oh, so excited. Got a senator going to be there speaking. That's awesome. That's new news this week or last week. Forrest Dozer, man, my friend. How are you? One of my old safety buddies from the industry.
You talk about your eating cleaner, Jack. This is, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this before, Optavia,
No?
but I'm actually a coach for Optavia, but it's probably my last year doing it. But this is what I'm doing for a month, so I can get kick-started on my weight loss and then I'm going to try to do it myself with some good eating.
Well, I'm interested. Robbie, I have on the same shirt today. And he's in Oklahoma. No, you're in Arkansas, though. Ed Kirkpatrick's got your shirt on. I hope I don't see him sticking
he's
out
in
of
Oklahoma.
that door. Yeah, that's what I heard. He said, hello from Oklahoma. There are a lot of new people. That is awesome. I'm so excited, Chris. I really am. I'm getting in just feeling better makes me excited. Finally, just feeling better. Now, I started eating more keto, not just clean, but more keto on the 11th. Actually, it wasn't on the 11th. That's the last time I went to the VA and weighed was on the 11th that I recalled. And then when I weighed in Wednesday, I had lost 14 pounds. So in 14 days, 14 pounds. Can't gripe too much about that.
No.
Another 150 and I'm good. No, not that much. But anyway, camping cage free. How you doing, man? I hadn't seen you.
Do you know what his name is?
I cannot remember his name, Rebecca. Don't put me on the spot. I remember meeting him and shaking his hand.
Yeah.
Go ahead, give it to us.
Kevin.
Kevin. Welcome in, Kevin.
I couldn't remember either. I'm bad.
I mean, I'm not going to guarantee you I'll remember it next time, but I will try. I will make an effort.
I met Kevin at one of the meetups in that Simply Jan
Yeah.
has, and he did not know that I was making his hat, sitting there making it.
Well, I
That's
hadn't
funny.
met him until 10
That was funny.
Killer's where I got to meet him at.
Yep, that's where I got to meet him.
Thank you, Chris. I am glad to. Yes, I want to go back just a minute. I was talking about how feeling bad has really got me behind on the farm. I need to be building. I started a little bit today building a new quail coop, quail pen, and I want to make one that's, you know, easy to take care of and that kind of deal. And I need to move chickens out and fix a chicken coop that blew over. And some of y'all seen that. Hello, Red Dirt saying hello, Lori. But back to Greg. Greg called me, I don't know, a week ago, week and a half ago, and I was out tinkering with my broke down Kubota. And I told him that we were contemplating buying this Steel zero-turn lawnmower. Steel has only been making them for a couple of years. But after doing research, it's my opinion that they're one of the top lawnmowers out there. And we went ahead and bought one. We got a really good deal on it too. Got a, what do they call that? A inventory reduction sale. Now we had to drive 40 miles to get it because they sell them right here in our little town. But they weren't given the manufacturer's inventory reduction sale price here. So it was like almost $3,500 difference. That's worth driving 40 miles for.
Yeah. My dad ended up needing a new lawnmower, and we have a dealership here in town, a Spartan dealership. He went and looked at he went and looked at a 54-inch cut, and it was about $8,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so he ended up with a Husqvarna, which is what he had before, and it was about 42.
So, I'm not knocking my dad did the same thing. I'll tell you, my dad had the Husky, and I had the Kubota. We bought them almost the same time. He got 4 years. I got 11. So, you got to weigh the price out, right?
Well, the one he had, I mean, he's had for a long time. I don't even know how many years.
Well,
and I've got a Husky myself. And last year it gave me fits, but this year it's, knock on wood, it's been doing good.
Dad's did not hold up. And part of that was probably my dad. Any of you ever knew my dad, he was a rambunctious, let's just get her done, whatever type. Nothing ever bothered him.
That sounds good, Joy.
Broccoli slaw. Boys,
broccoli slaw is good.
I don't know if I like
your dad makes me think of my wife's mother. If she got on the lawnmower, you could bet there was going to be something wrong when it was done. I don't know why, but she was good at that.
So I had my shoulder surgery in 2017, and I'm down, right? I can't even move the arm for 6 weeks. And he comes to mow my grass, and then I had to hire somebody to fix the water fountain that the berry hydrant that he run over, you know. Love him to death. But just a little bit about that Kubota. I mean, that Husqvarna. Husqvarna makes real good chainsaws. Yeah. But they have a low-end lawnmower. Just my opinion. I'm not a Husqvarna basher. Daddy's laterals, and you know what I'm talking about on zero-turn Husky. They would they would move all over, and the mower wouldn't go nowhere. You had to really move them to do. So
mine's not that bad.
Mine never got like, and I'm still that Kubota's still tight, operating good. The motor just, and it could be. I did a valve job on it, and his first valve job and the only valve job I've ever done. And I'm not saying that I was good. I did a good job, but it would not. I mowed our backyard with it the last time I used it. The grass was not good. It was deep, but we'd had so much rain I couldn't get out there because I'd just tear the yard up. And so I literally mowed at inches per minute. Inches. Like, because it wasn't wet, but it was just that thick. And
Right.
that Kubota wouldn't do it. Now I brought that steel home, and stuff that hadn't been cut, that had been cut a couple of times, but stuff that hadn't been cut, that steel never slowed down through. Right on through. So I've got the Kubota in the shop too, but anyway, I'm not bashing Husky.
It never hurts to have a brand new mower too.
Well, it does too, Robbie. It hurts the pocketbook.
Well, now it hurts that. Yeah, I'm talking about for how strong it is and how good it mows.
No doubt. It does make a difference. An 11-year-old versus brand new, for sure.
Yes.
But I'm hoping this guy I've got working on it. I took him all the parts. I'd already bought them all. And I asked him, so what do you charge me to put them on? Like a carburetor, an ignition switch, and a solenoid. And he said, $0. I said, you're too cheap. He said, that's what I always do. I never charge anybody for anything but parts. I said, well, I'm going to take you out to dinner or something. But I took it to him, and I took a chainsaw to him. Anyway, rain shower here around 7 a.m. tomorrow. Well, I think we're expecting some too, Joy.
I think we're looking at Tuesday, if it hadn't changed.
Ours this morning this afternoon showed.
He asked for me to sign and he said it doesn't.
I'm getting ready to have dinner. Want to see what Ronald and I are eating?
Don't tell me it's broccoli burgers.
Hi, Ronald.
It's veggie
veg.
pizza with chicken.
I can't really eat the pizza sauce.
Oh,
It looks good.
it looks good.
We have this place that it's called the Italian Village, and they make their own dough.
Mm.
Looks like our rain's going to start somewhere around 5 a.m. or at least the chances start at 5 a.m. I love pizza, but it don't love me, and that's probably part of the reason why I had an ulcer for so long.
Well, it's basically we get this once a month. My brother and I do.
Lord, I've
It's
never had a pizza last that long.
We eat it pretty quick, but I'm saying that we order one once a month.
I hear you. I savvy. I just picked.
I know.
I have had broccoli.
According to weather.com for us, it says that we should start getting some rain tomorrow night into Tuesday morning.
Well, I didn't look real deep just then, but I was showing at midday somewhere this afternoon we were going to get rain Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and it just showed Monday. But I didn't dig into it to see, because sometimes WeatherBug is the one I look at a lot, and sometimes WeatherBug doesn't show it. But then if you go into the hourly, it'll say 30% chance of rain, and then it's not showing on their.
Yeah, they're good at that.
What is that about?
I always like it when you look at it and it says like 75% chance of rain for the day, and you go look and there's not one time when it ever gets to 75% during the day. How is that possible?
I don't know. It's one of them jobs where you can be wrong and still keep the job.
Yeah, I've heard several people say that. If I was wrong, if I messed up that much, I wouldn't have a job.
I know Stacy or Smiley Matthews is saying that red sauce, and I thought about getting some Alfredo sauce on it, the white sauce instead of pizza. We're talking pizza again, but really, I'm trying to stay away from the bread too. So, my color don't look as good as y'all, but I promise I feel better, a lot better. I look really pale in my camera.
I look kind of red.
Did you notice I got a little red, sunburned a little bit? But
no, ma'am, I can't tell.
I used Andale's castor oil and cayenne, and I haven't peeled.
We used castor oil with Deanna when she was having our first baby. So here, drink this, and then we go walk around the mall. I don't know if that actually helps or not. That was 33, nearly 34 years ago. August will be 34 years ago.
Well, I'm going to get off here because I'm going to eat my pizza hot.
I don't blame
Enjoy
you.
it.
Tell Ronald we said hi. Thanks,
sure-
thanks for dropping in.
Not a problem. I'll be in the
Hey,
chat.
Rebecca.
So enjoy that pizza.
I
Yeah.
sure will.
So, Robbie,
I
what you
can't
got?
have pizza right now.
Yeah, I'm just eating.
This-
Eat clean doesn't include pizza.
Well, this thing that I'm doing right here, you eat 5 of their things a day, and then one what they call lean and green, which is like 8 to 10 ounces of protein and 2 servings of vegetables. So
Well, I think I've had that before, but I believe the doctor helped me get rid of it. I've never heard of it, honestly. I'm staying away from bread too. Clyde is having, that ain't right. That ain't right. Pineapple.
pepperoni, pineapple, and jalapeno.
all the good stuff. That's my favorite pizza.
Pineapple does not belong on a pizza.
Pineapple totally belongs on a pizza.
Well, there's
Probably.
one big thing for me. I don't like pineapple, so
Well, that's the see it. You'd probably put broccoli in its place or something.
I've had broccoli on pizza before.
I have to.
Actually, kind of funny. I was in Greece at the time.
Well, I've had it, but it isn't. I'm growing on broccoli, I guess, Robbie, because we've eaten so much of it. Quit laughing at me.
I made a what I call my chicken salad today. I like to take some of that canned chicken and make me a salad and put that in there and mix it up, put a little dressing on it, which I use the G Hughes, which is real low sugar. No
Yeah.
sugar, actually. He didn't do sugar in there. And he's got some good dressings. But I had some mixed veggies to go with it, so I cut up some broccoli and some cauliflower and put it in there too.
Smiley saying totally pineapple. Totally pineapple.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I love pineapple in an upside down cake and on pizza. What?
Yes, Chris.
Is that Dodge talking? You got to be kidding me. Dodge is the curmudgeon there. That can't be Chris that don't like pineapple. But, you know.
Like I said, I just don't like pineapple.
People like what they like. A lot of people do. Then I can't eat a bunch of it because it's so acidic. It makes my tongue raw.
There you go. John's giving us his Fast Friday fact on Sunday.
John's wiser than I am. So what all you got
Told him
going?
it was very
Robbie?
international.
I missed your live and we were traveling actually.
It's kind of funny because we did the first live was the scheduled live. Well, right at 5:30 or 6:30, Sonia's uncle called, and even though she had her phone on Do Not Disturb, she thinks he has him approved. And anytime somebody calls or using her phone, kills the live. So halfway through, our live just went away, and so then we just did another one, pulled it up. So crazy. We had 700 something views on the first one. We had the most ever on the second one. We had over 1,100 views on the second one.
That's awesome, dude. That's fantastic. Hey, Keith, welcome in, man. Did anybody fill in my hour last week?
Yes. You talking about Keith? Yep.
Good.
Farm to Table did.
Well, he said he was going to try to, but he wasn't sure because he was hooked up at the time when I called him.
Well, they did. They did a great job. Of course.
Just last week, I didn't feel good. Just be honest.
I understand. The other crazy thing about it was we gained 29 subscribers tonight.
That is where it's at. That
blew my mind when I saw that.
So I've been we did this delete me, and I think I talked about this 2 weeks ago, but we're going to be affiliates for Delete Me. I still need to get all the ins and outs, and I've got stuff literally just stacked up, tons of stuff I need to do, but feeling bad is just taking it out of me. So I'm so glad to be back feeling good, feeling like taking care of my place again instead of just watching it and thinking.
That's always rough. You know, last week Bert and Cindy did their live, and Cindy was sick. And then they did a video where she was showing her garden and her trees and such. And she said her garden just went crazy while she was sick, and all the weeds and everything. And that's what happens is you get out there and you get something happens and boom.
Well, so that basically was my start. Hey, welcome back, Ed. That was the
I
start.
want to know what Ed saw outside.
I don't know. Something interesting. He needed to go outside. He probably got a bite on his catfish pole and he was watching it through the window or something.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Chris, what kind of internet do y'all have? I know you've told us before, but 3 weeks in a row you can't get the stream to go. That's not good. Ed may or may not. Those numbers are amazing, Robbie. Yes, I hadn't looked at you lately, but
my problem is the same as it has been. We can't get the watch hours. We cannot get the watch hours to come up.
they'll come. You are doing everything. I was surprised when mine finally started staying above there. So yeah, Red Dirt's actually gained, I think, if my math's right, 16 subscribers since I looked at it just the other day. 928 subs.
Right.
Where are you at, Robbie? Do you know?
1569.
Awesome. I don't even know. Mine hadn't moved in months with the farm. Oh, it has 10,982. But I'm getting close to breaking 200 on my other channel. 195, and that's exciting. I really hadn't pushed for it. I really hadn't even asked for subscribers. Starlink, and it works on everything except streaming live.
Chris, we're on Starlink too, and if nobody will call us, we do pretty good. That is, unless just like a couple of weeks ago, we tried to do one, and it stormed right as our live was about to start. Now that's where you will have a problem with Starlink. It storms really bad.
So Ed said it was a USMC vehicle, United States Marine Corps.
Oh, okay.
18 last live, then drop 3, but you're watching too close if you know you dropped 3.
Hey,
but it's
I'm
hard
watching
not
too
to.
close.
It's hard not to. It is.
Yep.
But
that's what I said. We last week we went up. We got up to 1540 after our lives, and then we dropped 1, and then we dropped 2, and then we got 1 and got 2 back, and then tonight got 29. So
it happens constantly.
Oh yeah.
Hippie cow, yeah, you're getting awful close, y'all. That's awesome.
That is close.
31 and 28 days, slow and steady. You know, I've talked about this before, but we were getting 100 subs a week before I started doing my Bible online on my channel. And when I split it out, we never recovered. The only way I got back to that many subs at a time was when I promoted my channel. I need to go, Jack. Lori, we love you. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you down the road.
Bye, Lori.
I'm trying to get to 1,000 by my birthday. My birthday is July 26th. You're getting closer. That would be awesome.
I can't help myself. I keep looking. I keep checking
Since
this
Friday,
and that.
Well, I just looked at mine, and that's the first time in at least 2 weeks or more. But I used to, man, every time I thought about it, I'd come in here and pull up the computer or jump on my phone and look at it and just watch. And I was like, Deanna, we got 2 new subscribers today. Deanna, we lost 1. It ain't good for your health.
No, it's not. My last 2 videos. I mean, my videos all of a sudden, I'm not getting 100 views on them. Just they're staying below constantly. I don't know what happened, but we were doing good, and then boom, we're staying below. And then this last one, it got up to. This is what kills me. It got up to 92, and then now it's at 90. That's what drives me crazy.
How does that happen, though? You never know. I don't understand. I don't understand their analytics because a video that I've had videos that had a couple of hundred views, and then you look at it again and it's got 80. And how does that happen?
Exactly.
How do I have a video with 105,000 views and no watch hours?
Yeah, there you go.
That's also.
I don't understand how my watch hours don't really seem to be affected when we do lives and we get all these views, but the watch hours don't seem to.
The view counts if they clicked on there for just a few seconds.
True.
But it really doesn't add up unless they stay on there.
I'm going to say this, though. John said earlier he needed to start doing lives. I agree, John.
John, you do need to do lives.
I never understood that until last August when we did our first live for our 2-year anniversary on the channel. And, man, I have not looked back. I have loved doing lives ever since.
Not to mention it's fun, yeah. If you're not sick, why do shorts views drop from 978? We can't answer that.
It's YouTube. It's crazy.
I think that if they got to be something, they got to be an explanation. But unless you've got 100,000 views, you can't contact them directly. Our 100,000 subscribers. Hey, Chad, I love you too, cuz. Glad to see you in here. Yeah, unless you got 100,000 subscribers, you can't contact YouTube directly. You have to send in some kind of help email, and then the last few times I've sent in a help email, they've come back and answered me that was something that didn't even pertain to what I was trying to learn. We can't get the viewers. You will. Take so much more to hold people's attention these days. That's exactly right.
That's why you get 92 views on a video and 1,200 views on a short.
Well, and consistency is big, but like right now, I have been off and on with this sick and gone once and not doing my Sundays and I got 15 people in here. We've been pushing 30 plus for weeks on end. AI is taking over your YouTube. That's possible.
That's true.
Hey, I'm not I'm not totally against AI. I've been able to utilize AI in some positive ways, but I don't like it meddling with my YouTube. I need to someday figure out how I can get monetized. Getting monetized, so being an affiliate for Harvest Right Freeze Dryer and being an affiliate for Delete Me, Daniel Arms is an affiliate for them.
Yes,
too.
he is. Yep.
That's the only way I see making money with YouTube, because which gives me a pause, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's frustrating to know I've got all the numbers they require and I still can't get it set up.
John, just to tell you, 4:00 on Sunday, 4 Central on Sunday is open.
I was just thinking that too, John. We have a spot open on Homestead Sundays.
Homestead Sunday. That's right.
4 Central time. We'll see you next Sunday. John, put it out. Just go ahead and schedule
it. There you go.
Keith,
or if John doesn't, maybe that'd be a good time for Chris and Dodge to do theirs.
Yeah. Well, Chris and Dodge is doing Tuesdays.
At 7, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
My problem is the ones during the week, I'm usually doing this, going here, doing that, and I keep. It's hard for me to jump on lives.
It is. I look on my phone more often than not while I'm doing whatever I'm doing, and sometimes, like Ryan's morning, I love to catch it, but sometimes I can't respond to it, and sometimes I don't even get to catch it.
I guess. Have you heard the news?
What's the news?
That the morning show is going to go this week, and then it's only going to be, at some point, it's only going to be on Saturdays at 7 for the foreseeable future.
I have, but it's really hard to package, Ed. It kept spilling out of my package.
Yeah, they're not. Their Farm to Table is not going to do the morning show after this week, except on Saturdays, because
Is that a time thing or a performance thing?
Well, it's a time thing, partially, I think, because and Ryan has been working a lot. He's
Yeah.
been Memorex Ryan quite a bit here lately because he keeps having to go in real early and he's working really late. But also he's trying to start that new business too.
Right. John, don't think
So-
about it, man. The slot's open. Just,
Yeah, it's open and waiting for you.
just click in and do it. We will be there to support you as we can.
Yep.
No promises, of course, but and right now we're
Ryan's
about
job
15
primarily. Yep.
Ryan's job primarily, yeah. Man, I hate to hear that, but I can see that. I know if mine was not at 4:30 every morning, I wouldn't be able to do it. And that's, people say, why do you do it 4:30? It's the only time I can. I feel like I'm called by God to do it, so I'm not gonna not do it, if that makes sense. And believe it or not, Tuesday, July the 1st, we're halfway through reading through the Bible in
That's
a year.
right. Yeah, this year is about to be half over.
Unbelievable.
Crazy.
Tuesday, day 182. And that's not exactly halfway, I guess. But
Well,
it's
when you have 365, it's kind of hard to
Yeah,
have it
it's
exactly
between
halfway.
Tuesday and Wednesday. Halfway between Tuesday
Right.
and Wednesday is.
Yeah,
half.
I guess it'd be noon on Wednesday.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I've got nothing special for it, but maybe I'll toot a horn, say, hey, we're halfway through the year. So it's a big
We're
deal.
definitely gonna miss Ryan in the mornings.
Yeah.
Part of my morning routine.
I don't get to do it every day. Sometimes I don't even get to do it in a whole week, but sometimes I get to do it 2 or 3 times in a week.
With the way things work out for me, especially right now, we're not doing our Thursday morning. We're not doing our Thursday morning Bible study. So
Yeah. John, it is a daily Bible and coffee with Jack at 4:30 Central time. If one of my mods in there could pop that link up, I would appreciate that. Daily Bible and coffee with Jack. I think I've got mods. I know I got mods in there, but
you do.
Yeah.
I jumped over to YouTube just to look, and you got Farm to Table, Rebecca.
yeah, they're in there.
At the very least, I know.
So anyway, if y'all could please pop that
Ed.
up, John. Thanks for asking. I don't promote it a lot, and there's no reason why I shouldn't. It should be my main focus is sharing God with the world. But tomorrow morning, if you want to know, John, we will be day 181. We'll be in Joshua 2, Psalms 123 through 125, Isaiah chapter 62, and Matthew chapter 10. And then every day after we go through our chapters, we'll go to Ephesians chapter 6, starting in verse 10, and put our armor on.
Put our armor on.
So we can face the day. And after 180 days of doing it, I can finally quote it without having to read it.
There you go.
I tried in the past, and then I'd stumble. And then I'd try in the past again, and I'd stumble. And I can finally say it complete, which is good. It's good. I don't have to go have a reference to get protected. God, thank you, Miss Rebecca. I appreciate that. There is the link. Anybody that would like to check that out, that is my Bible study, reading through the Bible in a year. That's what we're doing right now. Next year, we're going to do chronological reading through the Bible in a year. This year, we're just reading through it on schedule. And then after that, I will probably break out into some kind of more study than just trying to read through it. But I started out in Psalms, just reading, Proverbs, just reading the Proverbs a day. Which is a great thing if you don't know the Bible for young people to get a hold of somebody that's not familiar. Go to Proverbs. It's daily advice of how to live.
Yeah, a lot of advice.
And there's 31 proverbs and 31 days in a month. So not always, but awesome. Just thank you, John. I do appreciate that. I can't sleep. I often can't sleep past 4. Good. I get up at 4 every morning. I go to the gym. Then I do, then I do the redneck weather report, and then it's the Bible study. And the only reason I go to the gym and do the redneck weather report first is because afterwards I don't have time. And the gym, if y'all don't know, I named my bathroom Jim. So it sounds like I'm really doing good. I'm going to the
Doing
gym.
something good.
Thank you, Ed. I appreciate you too. I appreciate that very much.
I think I knew that, Jack.
I think you did. Most people on here, we're creeping up toward 20 people in here now. We got 9 minutes left. I am back, but you probably didn't miss me. Greg, I always miss you. I knew you hadn't been
Yeah, Greg.
commenting, and you didn't comment about the fact that I have bought a steel lawnmower, and I am getting the Kubota fixed, but I'm going to keep it unless somebody offers me a side-by-side to trade. You got something else going on there?
Yeah, my wife's got the TV on, so I can't help it. Movement makes me look over ever so often.
I hear you. Well, Deanna and I.
Lee's playing with friends on his game. So.
Well, I generally see Lee go through there every now and then, but I ain't seen him tonight. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Let's trade.
He's got his food with him, so he's good.
Well, Dean and I have been trying to get in bed by 8 to 8:30, and that is making us old because the sun's still shining. Dean's like, I can't go to bed with the sun still shining. But we now have a very dark bedroom, makes it a whole lot easier. And we set the AC on 68.
My daughter was just saying tonight it's really hard to go to bed early because the kids are like, but it's not dark outside. It's not nighttime yet.
Sleeping mask.
I told her, I said, you need some blackout curtains in the bedrooms.
When we went to Alaska, we rented several different places up there throughout the years, and every place in Alaska has blackout curtains. And most of them also, Airbnbs, hotels alike, have a sleeping mask for you too. Not all of them, but most of them do.
Well, I mean, when you have sunlight for 24 hours a day, you kind of got to do something.
Exactly. So, I mean,
I remember I was doing a thing at work one time. We did an upgrade, and we had all kinds of problems. So I was having to work 12-hour shifts, and I was working the night shifts. I come home, it was very hard to sleep because we didn't have blackout curtains. And as tired as I was, I couldn't sleep a long time because all that bright light shining. I remember waking up saying, Sonia left the light on in the bedroom. And I looked like, no, it ain't the light on in the bedroom. It's the sun.
Why do we blame our loved ones first before we verify?
Because we're good at that.
I do the same thing. Hey, Troy Sutton, welcome in, my friend. We've got like 7 minutes left. If y'all have prayer requests, please put them in the comments. I'm not going to try to write them down, but we will pray ourselves out. Like I said, I am feeling better, and I'm finally getting back to what I should be. I hadn't even been praying us out for the last few times I've been on here. Not to mention missing, 3 weeks I've missed in the last month and a half. We got home to freezer problems.
Freezer problems are not good.
Freezer problems can be a pain, and expensive. They can be expensive. You can lose a lot of stuff. The last time I had and knock on wood, the last time I had a freezer problem, we cleaned the garage out, and we had a foreign exchange student that lived with us from Taiwan, and he didn't get it plugged in. He stuck the plug in there, but he didn't push it in. And he felt guilty about it, and I was probably a little over upset, and I didn't cuss or nothing, but I expressed my displeasure probably a little too much. Amen. I'm so happy you're feeling better. Thank you, Keith. We've missed you. I've missed y'all and me, to be honest.
We got lucky. Lee left the door open to the freezer. Left it, didn't shut it good one time, and I happened to walk out there, and there was a little green light on the bottom, and that green light was flashing. So I knew something was wrong.
Yeah.
Which some things had melted, but like I had popsicles in there for the kiddos, and they weren't popsicles anymore.
You just refreeze them though, right?
But,
Hey.
yeah, but they didn't have to stick them in anymore. They had melted, and they were just a little
Those
ball
are
at the bottom.
homemade. Hey, Donald, welcome in. Thank you, Joy. My sister and nephew both have been put on hospice. Praying for her family. I thought she said she's praying for my family. I will definitely be praying, Joy. Definitely. Like I said, I'm not going to try to make a list, but we are going to close in prayer in about 3 minutes. Warning, 3 minutes.
3-minute warning. That's 2-minute warning.
Yeah, sorry we're late. You're not late, Donald. You made
Hey,
it.
Donald and Lisa.
I could never drop. I haven't made it to yours. I did look at yours this afternoon. Nobody knew it. I didn't say anything, but we were traveling and I didn't have good signal, so I bleeped in and bleeped out. You didn't even know it. But we had to get back home here to water. We've had water well problems, so not as bad as freezer problems though.
Well, you've done good because Money Pit had problems. Their internet messed up. Then we got the phone call that killed ours. And you done made it through the whole thing without a problem.
Getting all the way through. Did Bert and Cindy make it through?
They didn't have one today.
Oh, okay.
They were traveling, and so they didn't know that they would be home in time. So they didn't have one.
Fair
I just
enough.
happened to had an alert on my phone, and I went and looked, and it was a community post from them saying they weren't going to do their live.
Thank you, Joey. I do appreciate that. I do have something on schedule that I haven't had on schedule in a long time, Robbie. Way too long.
What's that?
I'm going fishing.
Oh, yay! That's
We're
good
going
stuff.
crappie fishing. Clyde and I is going crappie fishing in our beautiful brides this coming weekend.
Hey, cool.
Danger. 2 minutes, 20 seconds. Thank you, Douglas.
Well, I got a tournament again on the 12th, so that's probably the next time I'll go fishing.
Well, I'm envious of you fishing, and to be honest, I haven't felt like fishing in years. I just don't know why.
That's one of my things. I'm going to do some fishing every year. I don't do as much as I used to.
I used to never miss a week, barely. If I went 2 weeks without fishing, it was unheard of.
Well, that was us.
Deanna included. Deanna and I, this time, well, mostly in the early spring, late winter, early spring, the crappie get going around here, and we've gone fishing for our anniversary in March.
Mine has never been a big fisher woman with me. She's fished with me before. She fished a husband and wife tournament one time with me. We got second place. So
that's cool.
I can believe that, Ed.
Ed, I believe you. So it is time, y'all, 7:58. If y'all will join me, we will close this out in prayer, and then hopefully we'll see you guys over at Red Dirt Rooster Road, which is Kelly is trying to force me to go fishing. You should listen. Go live.
Do it, John. Do
go
it.
Fishing. All
That's right. Go
Father,
live and go fishing.
Go live and go fishing. Father, we just love you and praise you, and we thank you so much for this opportunity to gather together as a community. And Lord, a community that loves you and not ashamed to say it. Lord, we just ask you to just go with us as we go through this week. Lord, we lift up Lori and her family and anybody else that had prayer requests. You know their needs. Lord, hospice is a great thing that hurts your heart, to be honest. And we're at a loss when we lose our loved ones, but hospice is good for them. We just thank you, Lord, for loving us. We just ask put a hand of comfort and strength on Lori's family. In Jesus' holy name we pray. Amen. All right, guys, I look forward to seeing y'all again here next week. If you join me at 4:30 in the morning, we'll see you then. God bless y'all. Robbie, thank you so much for jumping up here. Rebecca, I hope the pizza was good. Thank you for joining us. Money Pit's always good to see you in there, Donald. Ed, thanks for coming along and rubbing it in that you get to fish almost every day. It ain't that I haven't wanted to go fishing. My desires have just been, I just ain't been healthy. Sean, we'll see you, man. Thanks for jumping in here. Everybody in the chat. Love you guys.
All right.
Let's go.
Good night, everybody.
Time.